Hello ladies and gentlemen, Reginald Scott here. Just a quick tip on what to use the Haribos, these are Haribos here, that you get from Wiggel whenever you make an order on that online bike shop. Basically, I don't eat Haribos, I don't think they're particularly good for your diet, and I don't particularly like the taste either, but I found an excellent use for these packet sweets. So, any Haribos will do. These are particularly sugary Haribos. I've got some dinosaurs or crocodiles or something here, and these small scrotums, and yeah, bottles, cola bottles I think they are. So all you have to do with your Haribos is, when your chain is dirty like this, and I'll just show you now, look how filthy this chain is, just get your Haribos like that and just rub them, okay, on the chain. Yeah, rub them all over the chain. Just this really useful thing to do with the Haribos that you get from Wiggel. Yep, just rub them on the chain like that. Keep rubbing them. Trust me on this one. Yep. And it's amazing what happens when you rub these Haribos on the chain. Make sure it's a particularly dirty chain. You don't clean it in a long time. Nice and oily and greasy and full of road muck. Let's try one of the dinosaurs. I'll try a green dinosaur. Just rub those Haribos on the chain. There. And you see the acids, citric acids and things inside the Haribos mixed with the sugars, act as a fantastic cleaning property on the chain. And within a few seconds you're going to see a huge difference. Let's just get a close up here on this chain. You can see how dirty that chain is right now. Just keep on cleaning it with the Haribos. But within a few seconds you're going to notice an absolutely amazing change on this chain. So there's something you can do with these Haribos. They're not completely useless, not much good to eat, but yeah, just give it a quick going over with these Haribos. So yeah, just keep rubbing them on, and eventually, as you can see, there's no more oil. The Haribos completely soaked it up. I'll just give you a little bit of a close up here. There you go. As you can see, chain is clean, all the gears are clean. Close up there. Yeah, so there you go. Show you how many Haribos I used in the end. Just pull them out here. Yeah, only what, like 4 Haribos, and it soaked up all that oil. It doesn't seem possible. It's absolutely amazing. Look, just a little bit of these tiny sugary sweets, and that's it. A completely clean chain within a matter of seconds. Absolutely brilliant. So the next time you order something off Wiggel and you think to yourself, why on earth have they sent me these Haribos? You know, what on earth would children's sweets be useful to a cyclist for? Why couldn't they have done something like, I don't know, given me a 20p discount on my order, or sent me a free inner tube or something useful? You know, even some bicycle repair patches would be better than Haribos. Don't think that. Think, thank you Wiggel, thank you for sending me the Haribos, because they are absolutely amazing chain cleaners. Can you believe it? Doesn't seem possible, does it? There you go. You learn something new every day. So there you go, folks. Try that out. Rub your Haribos on your chain and you'll get an instantly clean chain and sprocket and gears. Look at it. I mean, look at it shine. So the more intelligent among you will have realised that I was pulling your leg about the Haribos. The real star of the show is this stuff. It's gunk engine degreasant, and I've been using it for absolutely years to clean my chain. Not this particular batch, although it has rusted quite badly in my shed, but the reason I use this stuff rather than any bike specific products is I found that this is one of the best degreasants and oil removers you can basically get your hands on. I found it extremely good and extremely reliable. I've tried the bike specific products made by Gunk, and I wasn't impressed at all. There was a foam spray version of this degreasant that was supposed to be specifically designed for bike use, and when I used it I got really poor results. I never really get poor results with this stuff. It's brush on. I recommend you buy the brush on version. You can buy it in a litre, or I think there's even a 5 litre tank. It is quite expensive. I'm trying to see now where the price tag is on this. I shall put the price up on the screen when I find out. But you can buy it offline on Amazon or anywhere really. And I'll tell you now, it's much better than Haribo's. And it works surprisingly well. So I'll just show you now. What I tend to do is I get an old plastic cap like this, and I just put some inside, and I get myself a trusty toothbrush. I'm no longer using this toothbrush, so don't worry. Then just dip it in the solution and apply it to your chain and your sprockets, your cassette, your derailleur, pretty much everything that gets oily and greasy on your bike. I even occasionally use it on my rims, on my wheels. Just scrub it on, and already I can see the oil just falling away. It's very potent stuff. The reason why I know it's so good is because I have to wear 2 pairs of latex gloves, because this stuff will slowly eat your gloves while you're using it. So it's got a lot of power to it, and if you get it on your tyres, it actually starts to eat your tyres as well. So if I dribble any on my wheel, which I'm doing right now, I try and wash it off fairly quickly, because yeah, it's potent. It's very potent indeed. Probably why the bike related gunk products are a bit weaker, because they're trying to avoid any damage like that. But this stuff here is one of the reasons why my 10-year-old bike, I'm cleaning right now, looks almost new. I mean, whenever I take it back to the shop, or whenever I tell anyone that's 10 years old, people find it hard to believe. They don't think I ride the thing, because it looks in such good nick. And it is. Went out for a ride with a friend of mine the other day who's got a bike that's only 2 years old, and he hardly ever washes it by the look of it, and he's really mistreated the poor thing. And commuting in bad weather, and I guess letting it stay wet, not cleaning it. And the thing, you know, is really badly corroded. It's going to have new cables put on it, full service, all that kind of thing. Whereas mine, I think I've only ever replaced the brake cables on it, and I only did that this year. Never really needed new cables on it because they're not corroded. And the reason they're not corroded is because as soon as this thing gets wet, I take it home. As soon as I get home, I dry the bike down and I clean it. I spray all the important components with GT85. As sort of a bare minimum that I do when the bike gets wet. I make sure that if the bike gets wet, I look after it, and I don't let it stay wet, and I don't let that corrosion from the road salt and the water eat its way into my bike, because, you know, we pay a lot of money for these things, and it's much easier to look after something than it is to repair something. And it's a lot less expensive to, say, invest in some decent cleaning products and a little bit of time in looking after your bike, make sure it's nice and clean and happy, than it is to have to buy new chains or new gears or have your bike totally recabled. And like I say, I had this thing for 10 years and I looked after it, and it served me very well. And there you go. So, as you can see, or at least I hope you can see, that is looking pretty good right now. I'll just get some water on there so you can see what effect that has when I rinse it off. That's all the muck and crap and oil that's come off the bike, and that is the chain. And you remember it before? This is what it looks like now. See, no oil whatsoever, completely spotless. So when I finish washing the rest of the bike, that will get nicely lubricated. I tend to clean it afterwards with kitchen paper in between all the the sprockets or the gears, just to make sure I get every last bit of dirt and grit and oil that's in there, and then it gets nicely lubricated. It gets wiped down after it's lubricated. I wipe it down with kitchen paper and then I lubricate it a second time. So there you go. Forget the Haribos, get the gunk. Works really well. Cheers folks, see you soon.